Good morning, world. Today we're talking about another one of these topics that I know someone is going to tell me, why are you telling people to do this? And the answer is, I'm not telling people to do this. I know people do this, and therefore I am giving them or sharing tips that I know can help them because they're going to do it whether you like it or not. So what are we talking about? We are talking about working on your relationship when your partner has kind of thrown in the towel, checked out, or just does not want to engage in that process of working on the relationship. The first thing you need to do is to make sure that you're emotionally ready to take on that journey, because working on a relationship is a two-person job. You need both partners to be engaged in doing whatever it is that they need to do in order to make the relationship work. So if your partner is not interested in doing his or her part, this doubles the load that you have to carry. It makes it so that you're doing the work to fix what you've been doing that contributed to the issue, and your partner may not be reciprocating your effort, and that can be very difficult. It's very draining. It's really hard to do. So you have to make sure that you are emotionally ready for that journey. 2, talk to your partner. Share your concerns about what has been going on, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. Share your plan. Make sure that they understand that, yes, even though you're not willing to do what it takes, you're not willing to work on this relationship, I want to work on it, and I am going to work on it. You can even ask them for help, and they may or may not want to or be willing to help, but that doesn't mean you can't ask them, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I need from you. This is the support I need. This is the feedback I need. Ask them whatever it is that you think would help make the journey less tiresome, less draining, help you go along, help you move along the journey as you're going through, even if they're not doing the direct working on the relationship portion, maybe, but there are things that they can do to support you as you attempt to fix the relationship. 3, find out what your partner needs in order to be reinvested in the relationship. Usually if the person says, no, I'm not willing to work on this, but they haven't quite said, hey, I think we should end the relationship, or they have not completely ended the relationship, something may still be there. So find out what it is that you need to do, that needs to happen in the relationship to help them be reinvested in the relationship, and determine if it is something that you can and are willing to do, and then start working on it. Because your goal is not to just fix the relationship by yourself. Your goal is really to get them reinvested so that the two of you can start working on the relationship together. 4, court your partner. This is something that should be done all throughout your relationship. When you're happy, when you're sad, when things are going good, when things are going bad, at every point of the relationship, you should never stop courting your partner. You should always be doing the things that you did to get him or her. You should be doing during the relationship. All through the course of the relationship, you should be doing those things. So even when things are not going well, when the person may be checking out, but as long as there's still something there, it's important to keep doing those things that you did that got them interested the first time. 5, seek professional assistance. It's a very difficult task to work on a relationship when both parties are involved. It's often hard to know what it is that you need to do. It's often hard to see beyond the emotional things that are going on. It's hard to be critical. It's hard to be cerebral when the relationship is such a personal and emotional thing. You're hurting, you're experiencing all sorts of things. And on top of that, now we want you to really take a step back and think back and figure out what is going on and what needs to be fixed. Take time and seek the help of a professional, because while most of couples therapy is to help the two parties work together to fix the issue, working with a therapist who has dealt with couples therapy, who has dealt with couples, can help give you better tools, better resources, so that you can do the things that you need to do while you're waiting for your partner to catch up on that, train of, hey, let's fix our relationship. Okay, so quick recap. 1, make sure that you are emotionally ready, because it is a very difficult journey to take on, especially by yourself. 2, talk to your partner to share your concerns about what's going on. Share your plan to work on the relationship despite their not joining you on that plan, and ask them for help. Ask them for their support, so that even if they're not doing the thing that they're not full on working on it, at least they're not getting in your way. 3, find out what your partner needs to get them for them to become reinvested in the relationship, because once they become reinvested, you can get them to help become the journey to fix your relationship can become a 2-person job like it's supposed to be. 4, continue to court your partner, because even when things are not going well, be reinvesting, adding those life affirming activities, adding those positives gives you something to build on. And finally, seek professional help, because it's a very difficult task. It's a very emotional task, but you're also being asked to step back and be critical and think outside of your emotions. And that's difficult to see. It's difficult to see the things that are right in front of your face when you're in that emotional state. And yep, that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.